this is a sort of an update to the 543rd prediction that we went back to. We were predicting one nuclear terrorist attack, Ab 8 to 10, which was July 15 to 18, and another Ab 10 to 12, which was July 17 to 20. Now, we've missed the first one, but the second one now, we think the second one must be correct, because there has to be a fulfillment which is both in a Jubilee and at a Pentecost. And the Jubilee month, the 50th month of Zoar and the 100th month of the Kingdom is Ab, starting from 2008, EL1 in the case of the Kingdom, and starting from Tammuz 1 in the case, 2012 in the case of Zoar. The 50th month of Zoar, whole month, and the 100th whole month of the Kingdom is Ab. And there were two bunches of 50 prophets in the cave, and 50 can be Jubilee or Pentecost, or deliberately ambiguous. And it does, it's 100 prophets, a day for a prophet, hidden 50 man in the cave, a month for a man. It's actually 2 Pentecosts and 2 Jubilees. But we're in the second Jubilee of the Kingdom and in the first Jubilee of Zoar. This must be when the fire signs occur. And we've got one Pentecost left, which is the late second 1NC Pentecost on Ab 11, which is July 18-19, which runs from sunset tonight, Monday, to sunset tomorrow night, Tuesday. There could be 1 or 2 bombs then, and there would then have to be further nuclear terrorist attacks at the chiefs of the Zoar Pentecost, which didn't see. We thought the chief of any attack, we thought that the chief of the Zoar Pentecost might be inclusive, it might be the Pentecost itself, but evidently we were wrong. It looks like it's got to be the late Zoar Pentecost on LL5 or LL9. The 2NC is LL5 and the 1NC Zoar Pentecost is LL9. So we're looking, so that there could well be bombs in L now, which is August, it'll be. But the first one, which should result in a visit from the descended kings out of the ark, which is going to save us all in this catastrophe coming, the greater ark of Noah that Peter prophesied in his letter, would be Ab 11. So that's when they should turn up too, on the cloud of this sign. Now, what it says in Haggai is, bear in mind what I agreed with you when you left Egypt, which was, amongst other things, the Pentecost, the law at Pentecost. And repeat one small she, which we are sure means the Zoar Pentecost. But nonetheless, the second 1NC Pentecost is a repeated Pentecost. Then in 2 Kings 1, it says that the second 50 is a following 50. And we thought it might be the 1NC Pentecost, Zoar Pentecost, which follows after the 2NC Zoar Pentecost. And it may indeed be that, because small she, Zoar means small. However, it could also be the late second 1NC Pentecost, because that follows. And the late second 1NC Pentecost is quite a technical thing. It's, if you go to the first 1NC Pentecost, it counts from the Passover, Nisan 14. It counts from first fruits after that, which is the first Sabbath in cakes, which is anything from Nisan 16 to Nisan 22, and it counts to Sivan 5 to Sivan 11. However, if you miss the first Passover, you can go to late Passover. Then you count a second Pentecost from the first fruits in late cakes to the second Pentecost. Then if you miss that, you can go to the late version of that festival. So it's a late version of the second Pentecost, and that's as far as you can push it. So that would be a following Pentecost, in that it follows after the first 1NC Pentecost. So that would fulfill 2 Kings 1 in that sense. And it also fulfills Haggai in the sense that it's a repeated Pentecost. And of course it fulfills 1 Kings 18 in that it's a Pentecost, and it's a Pentecost on a Jubilee, and likewise it fulfills Joshua 6, where they blow the Jubilee horn and they sound the trumpet to come to a festival. So, I mean, putting this in a nutshell, which I'm almost incapable of doing, the fire sign must occur at a Pentecost in a Jubilee month. Well, there is only one more Pentecost festival in this Jubilee month, and that is Ab 11, which happens to be an integral number of 50 days, I believe, after the... is 10 years plus 100 days after I sent the first letter to the Watchtower. So it's 3,700 BLC days after the sign of Jonah letter is Ab 11. So there's a Pentecost, it's an integral number of 50. It's also on a Pentecost festival, and it's in the Jubilee. And it's the last Pentecost in this Jubilee. And put it like this, I think that's the strongest interpretation we've had, because these 50s could be Pentecost or Jubilees, and when God does something ambiguously, it's not because he's imprecise and cannot formulate something in an unambiguous manner. It's because he deliberately wants to say both of the possible ambiguous meanings in one set of words. He's being quadratic in his literature. So if it's not this month, this Jubilee month, we've got to wait another 50 months, which breaks pretty much every interpretation we've got. So here is pretty much our last chance. And funnily enough, we worked out from Numbers 33 that the most you could get was 41 times 13 or 42 times 13 attempts at this, because that's how many the Jews moved camp 41 times and encamped 42 times. And they're called the sons of Israel in the account, and there were 13 sons of Israel in 12 tribes. So 546 is 13 times 42, and we went to the 544th, and then for the 545th we reverted back to the 543rd, and this, you could argue, although I'm not really arguing it, is the 546th. So I suppose it is definitely a new update, so it's the 545th or 546th. So we've run out of tarmac in terms of Numbers 33 encampments, and we've run out of Pentecost in Jubilees. So it looks really like we have one or two, probably one attack, and I don't know whether it's going to be in New York or London. It's one or other. It's either Manhattan from the Hudson, or it's Dartford from the Thames. It's going to be between July 17 and 20, and it's basically one day or either side of or on the late second 1NC Pentecost, Ab 11, which is late 30 days after Tammuz 11, which is the 50th day counting from ER 22, which is first fruits, the first Sabbath after the ER 14 Passover. We actually celebrated the Passover late on ER 14 this year. So the correct Pentecost for us to have, not that we have to celebrate a 1NC Pentecost because we're 2 NCs, but if we had any 1NCs in the church, we would have celebrated it on Tammuz 11. I think we did actually, I can't remember. So that's basically it. It's got to be Ab 11, which is, well, we're going for actually today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is what we're going for. Today, tomorrow, the next day. Okay, thanks very much.